Hey everybody, I'm gonna come from Insupe. My name is Kevin Campuzano, and I just want to tell you guys what I've learned today in the second semester of vocabulary. Well, one of the first things I learned is that to be a teacher, you have to have some type of magnetism towards you, right? What does that mean? Well, like Mr. Murillo always says, you gotta have that magic, because if you don't, you'll probably end up losing their attention and you'll probably not be able to teach your class. So I mean, that has happened to me, but I just hope that that motivates you to know that it's not easy, but you can do it as long as you prepare yourself, as long as you are committed, and as long as you do with three things what you love the most: with your heart, with your body, and with your mind. One of my goals being here at Insupe is to be the best teacher I can be and to take all the knowledge I can take, because I've seen a lot of things that if I could tell you something about myself, it would be that I am committed and I have the leadership to do it, but sometimes I'm just too lazy or not motivated enough. But what does that make me learn? That if I'm not motivated going to my classes, my students are not going to be motivated either. So I have to know that everything's gonna be alright. You gotta know that you have to teach your students by being a model. So if they see you down, they're going to be down. But if they see you happy, they might be happy. It's all a matter of how you perceive yourself as a teacher, as a human, as everything. But in that classroom, you're that teacher. And I think that everybody that likes their job and that wants to do what they want to do will make it. I will have to say that coming from my first semester, going into the second one, I've learned a lot, and I think I've seen my own growth as far as the vocation, but also my point of view in a lot of things. And that's why I like my school, because like it or not, whether it's bad or good, if you take the good of either of those things, you know that you are going to be a stronger person. And that's what they teach you at Insupe, or at least that's what I get from it. Being in vocabulary in my second semester with Mr. Murillo, I will have to say that I've learned a lot, but one of the things that stuck out to me the most is that nobody can judge you and nobody can tell you how you have to do your classes, because only you are in charge of that, and only you know how your students are benefited from that. So I believe that you should be free as a teacher as long as you go with that satisfaction that you did your job. A lot of people ask me why did I choose a career in education. Well, I think I had to say is because I always grew up wanting to have a role model, and I have older brothers and sisters, but I never had that older role model. But I always knew that whatever I knew, I immediately wanted to transmit it. I wanted it out of here. I just couldn't be selfish. But I think that it becomes a little bit obvious when you start to show signs that you want to be a teacher. But I think mine is not just vocational. I think mine is starting to have a meaning as I'm starting to learn more. I think that a lot of us are used to knowing that what we know works, and we want to continue on doing that. I think it's a good thing, but it shouldn't be something that you get bored of. I think that if you do something constantly, it's because you like it. Maybe you love it. Math teachers teach math because they know it. I teach English because I know English, right? But I think it's a little bit deeper than that. We all have that one teacher that we always remember that changed our lives. And I have that one. I have that teacher. I used to think that I wasn't good enough for math, but when I met a certain teacher that showed me the opposite, I realized that I wasn't bad at learning. My teachers were bad at teaching. So I think that it's something deeper than just choosing a career for me, because it's something that I've learned along the way that was wrong. You're not supposed to neglect. That's my point of view. What do you think?